Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for April the 25th. Excuse me. I am going to be pulling one card for overall energy and one card for each sign. And we're going to look at how those energies blend together to come up with the prediction for the day. Overall energy is showing up as, what do we have? Three of Wands. Three of Wands talks about planning ahead, making long-term plans, possibly even planning travel, but definitely some type of planning ahead. Okay, well, that's interesting and fun, even. I like this. All right, let's see what comes up for each sign. Aries, you're up first. So, Aries, you guys have the Page of Coins. So, Aries, what you're planning ahead for is you're planning on how do I bring in more money? More money, honey. Putting something into plans here. Very good. Very good. What else? Let's see about Taurus. Taurus, we have the Queen of Batons. This tells me that we're making some plans about doing something that is more independent, more self-sufficient. This can be making plans about starting our own business. This can also be plans about traveling either alone or being the sponsor of travel and taking people with us, but being the person responsible for paying any kind of fees associated with that travel. Could be either way. Next up, we're looking at Gemini. Okay, Geminis, you have the Queen of Cups coming up in reverse. What is happening here, Geminis? Geminis, I think you're planning a confrontation with somebody. You're making plans about what you want to say whenever you come into confrontation with somebody, or making plans for how you can engineer a confrontation, how you can make that happen. Next up, we're looking at Cancer. Cancer. What do we have here? Nine of Wands showing up in reverse. We're planning some kind of surprise for someone in our sphere of influence. Engineering some kind of surprise. Very sweet. Next up, looking at Leo. Leo. Page of Wands showing up in reverse. Leo, I think you've got some kind of idea that you want to move forward with. You are looking at, right now, I think you've got something on the table as far as working with somebody to make that progress forward. But with this card coming in, I think what's happening here is you are making a backup plan. Like if this party says, no, I changed my mind, I don't want to be a part of this, or whatever, however they word that, I think you're already making a backup plan. You may be seeing some writing on the wall, or you may just like to have backup plans for just in case, because you do really want to move forward with this. So making some kind of backup plan for just in case. Next up, we have Virgo. By the way, I'm not saying, Leos, that they're gonna say no. Just saying you're making a backup plan. Okay, so Virgos. This is interesting. The High Priestess in reverse, that's confusion. Confusion with the Three of Wands. You're planning on causing some kind of confusion, Virgo. That's really unlike how I think of you. Think of you guys as being very organized, non-chaotic. So you may be trying to keep some information under wraps, and so you may be planning to create some type of confusing distraction for somebody so that they don't think about whatever this is you're keeping under wraps. Maybe you're in on Cancer's little secret planning thing, where Cancer is planning the secret, you're an accomplice, and you are coming up with a strategy about how to keep somebody from figuring out what's up, keep them confused. Let's look at Libra. Libra, your card literally just flipped before I could even pull it off the deck. Nine of Cups coming up in reverse. Libras, Libras, Libras. Libras, I think you're making some kind of travel plans or plans for the future, but you already kind of know that what you're planning is not really making you happy. It's just making you want more or better or something. There's some kind of discontent with the plans that are being made now. Whether it's travel plans or just plans for the long future, you're feeling discontented with those plans. I think you may be on the verge of making some adjustments or tweaks. Maybe not today, but pretty soon because of that discontent. Next up, Scorpio. Scorpio. Wheel of Fortune along with that Three of Wands. Interesting. Normally, I think we make our own fortune and we're doing the back end work. This kind of comes up more as like we are in the right place at the right time, or maybe we have literally won some type of trip or some type of opportunity that helps us in the long term. Very interesting. I mean, I guess if we win something, the back end work is that we bought the raffle ticket or whatever. But yeah. And if we're in somewhere in the right place at the right time, well, then we're listening to Sacred Spirit via intuition. So I guess we're still doing the back end work, but it does look like, we're basically being blessed or we're winning something good that can be a trip or can be something that impacts the long term or can be both. Next up, we're looking at Sagittarius. Boop-a-da-doo. Knight of Pentacles for Sagittarius showing up in reverse. Boop-a-da-doo. So Sagittarius, you may be planning a trip and you may know that it's going to blow your budget. What you're planning is, how much money do I have on my credit cards that I can spend on this trip and pay those back later? That's kind of what we see there, Sagittarius. Next up, we're looking at some of you may be getting new credit cards just to go on a trip. Capricorn. Capricorn. You guys have the Page of Swords showing up here, Capricorns. Page of Swords. You're definitely making some plans about sharing some information with somebody or with a group of somebodies. That's what we see here. You may be planning a class. You may be planning out a text message that you want to send. But sharing some information, there's definitely some planning around that. Next up, we have Aquarius. Eight of Coins in reverse. Aquarius, I think that you're planning a time when you can take some time off. You can relax, whether it's a staycation or a vacation. You're still planning some time off, time away from work. Next, we're looking at Pisces. Pisces, you guys have the Ten of Swords showing up here. Didn't you have this like yesterday? I'm thinking. Ten of Swords showing up here just tells me that you are planning to put some kind of argument, source of tension, debate. You're planning to put that to bed and be done with it. So you've got some plans about how you're going to manage that. I'm wondering if that has to do with the standards that you set yesterday around that. I guess we'll see how the rest of the story unfolds, right? All right, so that's what I have for everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. Of course, I am going to be doing readings and Reiki sessions online today. If you guys need one of those, get a hold of me and we'll get you scheduled and taken care of. And then also, what else is going on today? You guys are my wonderful sponsors on this channel, so please put a thumbs up, share this video around, and put some comments down below because all of that stuff actually adds to the logarithm and it makes a much bigger difference than it takes a time investment. And I really appreciate your support when you do that. And then also, everyone, have a fantastic day. Peace out.